I think from my perspective, at one stage it looked like we could have potentially had 40 overs, and I think within that period, it felt like we'd have been able to create 9 chances on the surface like that. So in many ways, I think actually the weather's robbed us all of a fantastic final day's Test cricket, which is a slight shame. I think I'd be lying if I won't say India were probably in the driving seat going into today. But on the wicket like that you get a couple of wickets in a cluster and the game can turn on its head. Final day, the pressures of batting last on the 5th day wicket. Things could very, very quickly have fallen in our favour. And we've certainly believed that we'd have been able to create 9 more chances. So, if we'd have been good enough in the field and taken those, then we could have been sat here 1-0. But unfortunately, the weather's won. Yeah, and I think actually we grew into the game very well. I thought after our first innings, we were well below par. We felt, having played and batted on it, came off thinking 250 on there would have been a strong first innings score, or at least par, and it would have made life a lot trickier for India in their first innings. That being said, I just still think we bowled very well. We probably bowled a little bit wide to start with, but after lunch, we came out and we found a really good line, asked very good questions of the defence, and showed our class with the ball. There were a few glimpses of what we're capable with the bat in the second innings. I thought we played with a better intent. We looked like we were really enjoying and thriving in the environment, and you could see guys a little bit more relaxed, a bit more clear about how they wanted to go and play, and certainly feel like going into the next Test match, if we can carry that forward, then you'll see some better performances. Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely gutted for Jofra. I think he's come under some harsh criticism, which is, I personally believe is unwarranted. He's clearly been battling with a severe injury that's an obscure one that's been hard to define, and I really hope that he can get himself fit and healthy again and enjoying his bowling again. At times it looked like he was going through a lot of pain, and hopefully now he can he can get through some hard rehab and come back and show everyone what a fantastic player he is, because he's going to be a serious performer for England across the board. There's no doubt about that. I'm a big fan of his. Yeah, I thought Ollie's bowled extremely well throughout the game. He's got a unique set of attributes. He's got a very high release point. He makes things happen. He gets the ball to zip around, and his accuracy throughout this game was exceptional. I think more than anything, it was about the end and trying to find the right ends for each bowler. He seemed to find good rhythm at the bottom, where it was quite tough for everyone else throughout the whole game. It was quite strong wind, and it somehow clicked in very well for him, and managed to do a brilliant job there. Showed what he's very capable of doing it at this level. In 2 Test matches, he's shown everyone how skillful he is. I think in terms of selection, it's something that we will look at in the next couple of days. It's a question that we need to pose in terms of if it was that we were going to bring, we'd have to look at from a COVID point of view and see where we were at with that. But I can't answer that right now, honestly. Listen, I think with everyone. I look back at my career early at certain stages, and the game does test you. It really does. You have to keep finding ways of first of all making sure it's as secure as you want it to be, but ultimately you have to be a very strong character. And I think Zach is certainly that. He's someone that's got great maturity at a young age, and he has to keep looking at bringing that to the forefront of his game when he goes out there. Keep looking to go and play in the manner that we all know he can. He's shown everyone that he can perform at this level, and next time he gets out there, he's got to make sure that he believes in that, and he really enjoys that opportunity to go and make big runs again.